Hello, BED staff. It's Susan, your friendly building technology coordinator. So, today I have some tips for you for organizing your Gmail. Um, if you are like me, you tend to read your email, never really delete it or do too much with it, and just have an overflowing inbox. So, I have a couple of little tips for you today, ways to kind of clean that up a little bit. The first one has to do with starring messages. You can see right away from my screen that I have a list of starred emails, 14 of them. And then if I scroll on down, I have the rest of my inbox, which is labeled everything else. So the way that I've done that is very, very simple. Um, if you have an email that you know you're going to need to be able to find quickly and easily, you can star it and then move all of your starred emails up to the top. So if we come down into my everything else, and let's just pick one. How about this one called Next Genre? If I click on the star, I get a star. And I can keep clicking to get different colors. And those I chose, and I'll show you how I did that. So I pick a color, and now this is a starred email. And the way that I then get it to show up here with my other starred emails is just by refreshing my screen. And now Next Genre is up at the top of my starred emails and quick and easy to find right away. If we go into our settings, you're going to find there's lots of things here you might not even be completely aware about. So I'm going to click on that and then go down to settings. Okay, if I scroll down a bit, I have my options for stars. And I have a list that I've chosen to be in use and those that are not in use. Very easy to grab something and move it back down to not in use and choose something else. And then as I'm in my inbox, every time I click on that star, it just cycles through that in use and I pick whichever one I want. Okay, anytime you make a change in your settings, you'll need to remember to go down to the bottom of that screen and save changes. Before we do that though, I want to go over here to the Labels tab. Oh, sorry, not Labels, Inbox tab. And this will show you how to get those starred ones up at the top. Inbox type starred first. You have a couple of different options, but if you click on starred first, then any email that has a star is going to show up before everything else. Okay, and then we would save changes, but I don't want to change, so I'm going to click cancel. All right, so that's the first very simple, easy tip, starring your emails and then having them appear at the top. If you want something removed from this list, that's also very easy. So I don't need this one anymore. I click on it once, the star goes away, I refresh, and now it's gone. So pretty easy, simple little tip for organizing your inbox. Now I've been told that it's a good idea to keep your inbox as empty as you can. You can see I have not done a good job of that, but I can tell you how to do it. Basically, every email that comes into your inbox, you should either delete it or archive it. If you're like me, you're scared of the idea of deleting any email in case it's something you might need again later. So that's why the archiving option is perfect. So let me show you how to archive. So if I archive, what that means is it takes my email out of the inbox but does not get rid of it completely. So if I wanted to archive, let's see, how about just this first one? Reminder for BPS February 15th. Okay, I want to archive it, so I select it by clicking on the box, And then I have all these different options that pop up here. And we all know about the delete button. The other one is the archive. Kind of looks like a folder with an arrow. So if I click on that, that email has now been archived. It disappeared. It's not within my inbox anymore. It is now archived. I can find it again by searching either by the subject or something that I know the email was about, or I can search by the name of the sender. So if I put in February 15th, we'll see if that's enough to bring it up. Oh, yep, there it is, very top one. So it's still easy to find, but not cluttering up your inbox anymore. Okay, so stars and archive. Those are two simple, easy ways to organize. And I do have one more idea, and that is to label. Along the left-hand side, you can see, starting with the word archived, these are all labels. Some of these are populated automatically, and some of them I have created. And basically what this does is just creates a way to organize, kind of like a folder, but it's not a folder, it's a label, to organize different types of email. So for example, I am the building technology coordinator, so emails that are BTC information, I can label them, and you'll see they're also color-coded with blue. So let me go ahead and go back into my inbox and find one of those. Okay, this one right here, our blog challenge for BTCs. I need to label that as BTC information. So I select it, and then up at the top again, and I go to labels, I choose BTC information, and now you can see within my inbox I have a blue BTC information label that shows up on that particular email. And then if I click over here on BTC information, it gives me a list of everything that I have labeled as BTC. Okay, now let's talk about how to create that. So we will create another label. How about we will create a label for, how about Bet's STEM Night? Okay, so right now there is no STEM Night label. If I click on and select the email, and I need to unselect this one, okay, I can go up here to label. I don't have one for that yet, so I create new, and we'll just say STEM Night and create, and now that has appeared over in my list, which by the way is in alphabetical order. If you have a certain order you would like your labels to appear other than alphabetical, then when you name it you can number them, and then it will show up in number order. Now I want to color code this, which is very simple. I just click on this little triangle and pick a label color. Okay. Oh, but you know what? I've already used that color, so that's probably not a good idea. Let's go back and we'll pick something else. There we go. Okay. Oops. All right. If I go back, now you can see that that STEM Night email has been labeled and color-coded as STEM Night. Makes it really easy as you scroll through to see those. They kind of really pop out at you. Okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and color coding is fun. Let's go ahead and color code my district level information as well. Okay. Makes those things really pop out. Alright, so that's about 3 different tips that I've shared with you right now. starring your email, archiving instead of leaving everything in your inbox, and creating labels, making things easy to find. I hope that those 3 tips have helped you to get some ideas about ways that you can organize your Gmail inbox. Thanks so much for viewing.